Like, what's your logo? Oh, it's a castle tower on a hill.
It's only I.
Two.
I decided that it was time we spoke. I have a plan, you see. A way out. The loop in your home.
The third option.
It's gonna involve dark magic.
I know what happens when the archdemon dies. I know a Grey Warden must be sacrificed. And that sacrifice could be you. I have come to tell you that this does not need to be.
Did you play this game while I was here once?
No, Jenna did a while
I think I've
back.
seen this scene before. But it was
Yeah.
out of context, and now I'm getting this weird memories coming back. Like,
Yeah, no, Jenna played this scene once when we were over at her house.
yeah. I mean, it means nothing to me because it didn't have any context, but I'm getting that weird deja vu memory thing. Alright,
Too.
yeah.
I know a great many things. How I know is not quite as important as
Flemish
what I am
Grimoire.
offering you.
Flemish been around for a few
I
hundred
offer
years.
A way out for all the Grey Wardens, that there need be no
But why is she acting so
sacrifice.
weird and
A
suspicious
ritual
about it?
performed on the eve of battle, in the dark of night.
Like, the music is creepy, so obviously this is bad, right? Yeah, why all the secrecy?
Anything to do with magic stirs one's fear, especially amongst those who do not understand.
Excuse me, we
What I
sing the
speak
bear?
of is
Pretty
old
magic.
a ritual from a time long before the circle of Magi was ever created. Some would call it blood magic, but I think recent days have taught you this is not always to be feared.
No, if we do not take her offer, there's a very high chance we might end up dying. Or we might
But
have
if
to
we
make
take
it
her
our
offer, will we be arrested?
No.
Everything turns out fine?
Everything turns out fine if we take the offer as far as we know, since we still don't know the full repercussions of the results yet.
Alright, well, don't tell us too much about what I'm going to do.
So, do we
I
want
wanna
to
make
hear
this
more, or do
decision.
we outright be like, no?
I want to keep
If
talking.
we
to
hear
her.
more, do we still have the option to opt out?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, hear
let's
more,
hear
hear more.
What I propose is this.
I knew it! I was going to be like, oh, I would
Here
sleep with her.
tonight, and from our joining, a child will be conceived. The child will bear the taint, and when the archdemon is slain, its essence will seek the child like a beacon. At this early stage, the child can absorb that essence and not perish. The archdemon is still destroyed with no Grey Warden dying in the process.
Alright, this is messed up. Will the child, is this going to be like Rosemary's Baby? Like, is it a demon child?
We don't know.
Not at all. It will become something different. A child born with the soul of an old god. After this is done, you allow me to walk away, and you do not follow. Ever. The child will be mine to raise as I wish.
Has anyone ever done this before? Two.
This is what my mother intended when she sent me with you. She was the one who first gave me this ritual and told me of what I was meant to do. This does not surprise you, does it? Did you not wonder why Flemeth saved your life? Why she aided you? This is why. What is important is that I am offering this to you now. It will work, and it will save your life.
Why is she still honoring her mother's wishes when she clearly like did not want her mother around?
I think it was more of, I don't want my mom stealing my body. And honestly, this one's one of those, the warden's my friend. I
Yeah,
can probably save my friend's life.
Is it weird? I feel like she still doesn't really consider us trustworthy. But I guess she must, because we got her mother's book for her.
I'm trying to think of like what is she gonna do in the end with this child? It's kind of like the soul of an old god.
Two? I mean, Morgan's kind of, she's kind of,
As you wish.
I'm just going to
I don't want to
That
say,
after but one night, it could barely be called a child. No, it will not be
I don't want to
her.
say she's pretentious,
It will be changed.
but maybe she's like, well, if I have a kid, it might as well be this, this old god kid.
Allow me to say that what I seek is the essence of the old god that
Ah,
once
yeah,
was,
see?
and not the dark forces that corrupted it. Some things are worth preserving in this world.
Yeah, she just
Make
wants
of
to.
that what you will. I do not wish to tell you.
If we keep insisting, will she get mad?
No, it would just be an infinite loop of...
I do not wish to tell you.
Yeah. And I guess eventually if we do it enough, we'll get a Sten style no. Also note, any Grey Warden would do. So we could hypothetically go to Alistair.
Like, can we do that? Because I don't want to, like... I don't know how deep this game runs with character emotions. Because...
Note, if we're romancing somebody, they won't get mad.
See, that's my question! Especially because we're romancing Zevran, who specifically comes off as, like, okay, so, like, the playboy flirt, right? Clearly has probably never had a serious relationship before. If this is realistic, any tiny betrayal could make or break it, because when someone who has never been in that kind of thing before finally starts actually getting into, whoa, this is kind of permanent, it's a delicate thing. And if like, but they're not going to get mad.
They're not. Because even if they do hypothetically find out it's one of those, I did it to save their life. I got something out of it too, but hey, your significant other didn't risk death.
Man, these video game characters are really understanding, because if my significant other did it I would let them do it.
But
without consulting me first, I would be mad. It wouldn't be I'm mad that you did it. It would be I'm mad that you didn't at least tell me before you did it. Realistically, like that.
Then
would
again,
be
to
like,
be fair,
do it, fine.
Morgan's kind of springing it on you, and I doubt she'd give you time to go down and talk to somebody else who could potentially stop this.
If we ask Alistair to do it, will he do it?
If we can convince him.
Is it hard?
I have never tried. Because...
He would hate us because we made him king.
Yes!
And then we're gonna make him do this.
That's why I've never tried to convince.
Like, you hate us even more because, like, he's a bastard child. So, like, this would be a bastard
Oh,
child.
good point.
That, I remember you guys joking earlier.
Wanted. Like, she wants this child. She would clearly...
She's going to raise it.
It's weird, like...
If this child is
like,
conceived...
even then, like, with him being
Don't spoil
king, like, the child would still have that same, like, bias, like, disregard as Alistair. Because it's still a bastard child in, like, a royal setting.
Oh, yeah, it would be the king's old god soul demon child he had with him.
That is also a bastard, which erases everything else.
So on the plus side, okay, Morgan's weird and kind of very suspicious. But I like her, and I don't think she's evil. I just think she was raised under weird circumstances. I don't think she's going to do anything bad to the kid. I think she just genuinely wants a kid. And this is the opportunity for her to have a really cool, awesome kid.
Oh, your kid has some magic talent? Look at my kid. They have the soul of an old god.
Yeah, it would be the chance for her to raise a kid that's not... Will Zevran ever find out we did this?
In the go of Inquisition that the word state I uploaded is the base, at some point I flipped a coin between Morgan and Liliana's romance, ended up with Liliana. You could talk to her in Inquisition and she's like, yeah, I found out about it somehow. I'm not sure if it's one of those. Did eventually my warden be like, so, you want to know why nobody died at the end of the Fifth Blight? This is why?
This is hard. When she was first proposing it, I think we were all like, heck yeah, go for it, who cares, do it. But when she was like, technically it's blood magic, just because there's like, her insides involved, right?
Yeah. Alright, we gonna ask if we ever gonna see this kid?
Yeah, I never responded to this message. Well, she already said no.
True.
Right?
Yep.
Then you have decided?
Wait, I'm gonna respond to a text message and I want to be involved.
Crap, I don't know if us saying 2 means she could be like, well, you could try to convince Alistair and then we can have that fun conversation.
We've already done enough to Alistair. Leave him out of this.
Listen, Alistair, sweetie.
I know we made you clean and you didn't want that. And I know you're gonna think this is crazy, but I need you to conceive a kid with Morgan.
Yo,
You're
what?
kidding, right?
This is the question.
You're actually trying to talk me into having sex with Morgan? No, I'm being serious, Alistair. Why am I friends with you?
What happens if you don't choose a male Grey Warden?
And Morgan's like, you have to talk Alistair into this.
Okay.
Or if you decided to get rid of Alistair and pick up Logain, she's like, yeah, talk Logain into this.
Oh my god, you can pick up Logan as a party member?
Yes, but you lose Alistair.
Who would want to make that
Yo,
trade?
that would work out so much better because then Logan can have this creepy demon child and...
But we would lose Alistair. Alistair would pretty much mention over my dead body.
The worst trade-off in the history of the game.
Like, I'm so gung-ho I want to do this.
Was
But-
this decision you were mentioned earlier?
That we still don't know the full repercussions of? Yes, this is it. We still don't know the full repercussions of this.
Man, how easy is this for people who romance Morgan?
No, she's pretty much like, hey honey,
But does she do the thing where, like, you can't see this kid and we're leaving? Or is she like, hey, you want to raise the demon kid together?
no, she does the thing where you can't see the kid. I still love you and all, but I have to be the one to raise the kid. Sorry,
Oh,
dear.
really? That's messed up.
Like, you can see the kid and not be the one to raise it. That is
Yeah,
possible.
but still, that's kind of weird.
There are reasons we find out later why she's doing the cut all ties, like I'll raise this kid alone thing.
Are they good or bad reasons?
Fairly rock solid reasons.
So, semi-good but not completely bad?
Just like Morgan.
Yeah, basically.
Question. If we refuse Morgan, will she be mad at us and leave?
Yes. This
Oh.
is the only way we can get Morgan to leave the party. By refusing to make this ritual, she turns into a fox and leaves the party. And then we have to hope the other warden doesn't die before we get to the archdemon.
Honestly, I'm going to do this.
I'm
And
saying go for it.
so we're all going for it.
Well, you got two, right?
Yeah.
Brittany?
It works out better because if we, yeah. You guys, yes, two, it's a video game. Yeah. Whatever you guys want to
We're
do.
going for it.
A wise decision.
Do we get to see him?
Yeah. Yes, we get back to the Uncanny Valley.
Something to remember.
It's gonna be as awkward as
No,
it
it's gonna be
was.
safe. It's gonna be normal, average, missionary sex. You're not gonna look at each other ever. Just. Oh.
yeah.
Why is he so
What
like?
a stud.
I don't know. Tom, if you ever see the developers question this.
No, like they tried their best. It's hard to do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so regretting this. I cannot. Like, at least her boobs are in the right place. Like on her body. I've
That's
never
a-
seen that. Look at her snake.
And Dark Ritual is done.
God, I
Come
can't
on,
Now,
believe.
Severin had a better scene.
I
Yeah.
cannot believe we had a demon sex baby ritual with stupid.
Like, that wasn't even a tease. That was just like, hey,
Yeah.
come on.
Now, Jenna brings us up with a female warden romance and outer serve. She's like, I imagine my female warden walked in. If they romance outer serve.